welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria, if you're new here. And today's practice is all about finding quality to your presence. So we'll really work to stay attuned to every moment exactly as it is. And I'll invite you to consider this question from Eckhart Tolle, which is, what relationship do I want to have with the present moment? So just continue to keep that in your mental space as you move through this really simple, sweet practice. You'll just need yourself and someplace to move today. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll get started from a seated position. You're welcome to find Sukhasana on the sit bones, or if you'd rather sit up onto your knees, that is great as well. Wherever you land, start to rest your palms down onto your thighs. They could face up or down. And then allow your eyes to gently fall closed. Melt your shoulders away from your ears. Root your sitting bones down. And then begin to stretch really long through the entire line of your spine, as though the crown of your head has a string connected to it that's gently being drawn up. We'll start with a couple rounds of clearing breath. So take a full inhalation through your nose, filling all the way up. Open your mouth and sigh all that breath out. Again, inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let something go. Last one, full deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. Now begin to notice the natural state of your breath as you arrive to your practice today. You can begin breathing in and out through your nose now, and gradually start to bring more conscious depth and steadiness to the way that you're breathing. See if you can match the length of your inhalations to the length of your exhalations, so the rhythm of your breath becomes symmetrical. Now allow your awareness to wander through the physical layer of your body, seeing what sensations are here in this moment. See if you can watch the little fluctuations of sensation as they shift. And let this be a reminder to remain open and unattached to what you're feeling. A reminder that everything is fluid. Everything is shifting and ultimately temporary. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Begin to contemplate what relationship you wish to have with this moment right now. See if you can be as specific as possible in your contemplation. Softly blink your eyes open and travel forward into tabletop position, coming onto the hands and the knees. Let's open up the wrists and the forearms a little bit first. So spin your fingers so that they point toward the sides of your mat. Spread your fingers really broadly, and then start to glide your shoulder girdle from side to side. You can have a little soft bend in your elbows if that helps you, and move at whatever pace feels comfortable for you. Now, keeping the spread of your fingers, begin to walk your palms back more, or your fingers back more, so that they point toward your thighs and the heels of your hands are reaching toward the top of the mat. Now shifting the weight just subtly forward and back, getting a little bit more into the forearms and the wrists here, clawing down into your finger pads. Maybe even try to peel your palms off the ground while keeping the fingers pressing down, and that will help you get a little more rooting or a little more heat built in the fingers. Just staying one more breath here. And then find your way back to tabletop. You can turn the palms forward once again. With your next inhale breath, get soft into your belly. Lift your tailbone toward the sky. Broaden through your sit bones. Then begin to pull your hands back towards your knees as you curl through the middle part of your back to reach your heart forward and spin your gaze to the sky. See how arched you can become through your whole back body, opening your front body, and take one more breath in. When you breathe out, tuck your pelvis, get hollow through your core, really closing in through the ribs, pressing down into your palms. Drop your head and let your chin fall toward your chest. Take one more breath here. Inhale fully. Staying for the exhale, press your shins down, press your hands down. Next inhalation, finding cow pose again, lifting the tailbone, draw your heart forward, turn your eyes to look up. When you exhale, press down, swallow in through your belly, round your spine, head heavy. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, round. One more of these, really feeling the movement of the breath, massaging through your spine, creating space. Breathe in. Breathe out. Neutralize your spine. Now we'll mobilize into a little twisting. So press into your left palm. With your in-breath, turn your right fingertips to the sky and follow them with your eyes. When you exhale, thread the needle. Right arm and shoulder come all the way through and down, touch to the earth. And then next inhale breath, right away, unwind. Right fingertips go high again. Exhale, ride your breath back into the thread the needle. Right arm through, right cheek to the mat. Breathe in, right fingertips high. As you breathe out, slide right arm and shoulder through. This time, stay. Lengthen the crown of your head forward and then root your ear to the earth. Press into your left palm and begin to swivel your right rib cage toward your left ribs while staying connected through your belly. So think belly button up to your spine. Let the hips remain level. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Press down. Inhale, counter twist. Right fingertips reach up, look up. Exhale back to tabletop. Right hand roots. Breathe in and turn your left arm to the sky. As you breathe out, thread the needle, left shoulder down. Inhale, unwind, fingertips high. Exhale, right arm through. Left arm through. Breathe in, unwind, fingertips high. And as you breathe out, thread the needle. And this time we'll stay for a couple rounds of breath. Soften into your low belly. Press into your right palm. See how much you can relax through the creases of your hips as you swivel through your ribs. One more breath in. One more breath out. Root into the right palm to unwind and turn your left arm up one more time. And as you exhale back into tabletop position, tuck your toes behind you, taking a breath in here. When you breathe out, lift your knees and send your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Feel the anchoring here. So it's like you're pressing from the back of your heart down through your arms, into your hands, and into the earth. And then also pressing from the core of your pelvis down through the leg lines into your feet and your toes. See if you can grip the mat a little more. And breathe up and down the line of your spine. Soften or close your eyes here. Really go inside of your experience. Take any little movements that your body needs to assist in acclimating to this pose. And try to magnify your awareness of the present moment, noticing what you can pick up through all of your senses. What do you hear? What do you feel? What are you touching? What do you smell? One more breath here. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale and look forward to the top of your mat. When you exhale, travel there. We'll meet in ragdoll. Toes behind the wrists. Hinging from your hip joint to bow all the way forward. Now imagine the crown of your head is on a string being pulled down all the way to the center of the earth. Sway from side to side or take an arm variation. Just do whatever feels good in your body here. Really melting your feet into the surface beneath you. See if you can slightly curve your sitting bones more skyward. Begin to press into your big toes. Squeeze your core. Slow rounding of the spine to roll all the way up to standing. See if you can keep your arms kind of heavy and lifeless as you rise. And allow your head to be the very last thing to stack at the top. Softly release your shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath in, rooting into your feet. Circle your arms wide and all the way up to the sky. Gaze up. As you breathe out, draw your palms to prayer at heart center. Soften or close your eyes. Feel the connection of one hand into the other. Feel your feet as they press down. Feel your spine grow taller as the crown of your head rises to the sky. And allow yourself just to be, finding simplicity by letting everything fall away that is outside of right now. Inhale here. Exhale. Blinking the eyes open. Next inhalation, sweep your arms wide and all the way up, gaze up. As you exhale, steady through your core and with a long spine, dive down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Head releases at the bottom. Take a breath in and halfway lift, elongate, crown of head forward and tailbone back. When you exhale, place your palms to the mat. Softly step into plank. From your plank, grow longer. So it's like your heels are pressing back and the crown of your head is reaching forward as you energize up through the whole front line of your body. Take one more inhalation. When you exhale, from your toes or your knees, bend your elbows lower halfway, chaturanga, elbows to the ribs. Now, if your knees aren't down, sink them to the earth. Inhale, arch your back, tailbone up, heart forward, eyes up, coming through tabletop. Exhale, hips toward heels, active child's pose. Stretch your heart in the direction of your thumbs. Inhale, rounding your spine, come forward through cat onto hands and knees. When you exhale, lift your knees and send your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Pause here, take 3 full breaths. Steady Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Really broadening into your upper back space. So your shoulder blades, it's kind of like they're wrapping around the sides of your ribs. Next inhalation, look forward. When you exhale, travel to a fold at the top of your mat. Feet together or hips distance. Breathe in, halfway lift, elongating through your spine. When you breathe out, just bow, forward fold, chest to the thighs, crown of head reaching to your toes. Inhale, press down, long spine, rise all the way up to standing, turn your gaze up. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Breathe in, reach wide, reach up. Breathe out, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate. Exhale, palms to the mat, step back, plank. Breathe in, grow longer, press the ground away from you. Breathe out, lower chaturanga, elbows tight to the ribs. From the bottom of your chaturanga, sink your knees to the mat. Then inhale, drag your hips a little bit back. Lift your tailbone to the sky, arc your heart forward, turn your eyes up. When you exhale, hips toward heels, keep reaching your heart forward and dig into the pads of your fingers. Breathe in, round, coming forward, hands and knees like a little wave. When you breathe out, knees lift, hips go up and back, down dog. 3 breaths. Using the pathway of the breath to anchor you to the present even more thoroughly. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, step or float to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, iron out the spine. Exhale, bow, fold in. Breathe in, root your feet, long spine, we rise all the way up to standing, turn your gaze up. Breathe out, palms to prayer, heart center. Inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga, palms down, step back, lower halfway. Breathe in, sink your knees, lift your tailbone, your heart, and your eyes coming through cow. When you breathe out, hips toward heels, heart forward, active child's pose. Inhale, round, come forward, hands and knees. Exhale, knees lift, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths.
Feel the drive into the space between your thumbs and your index fingers. Then feel the broadness of all your fingers and all your toes and anchor into the earth. Next breath in, look forward. Breathe out, travel to the top of your mat, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Breathe in, root your feet, long spine, rise all the way up to standing, and spin your eyes to follow your thumbs as the palms touch. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Pause and feel. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next, inhale, breath. Send the weight back into your heels as you bend your knees and sink your hips low. Then begin to reach your fingers up toward the sky to come into chair. As you exhale, stay and see if you can just sink a little bit deeper into that seat. One more breath in, energize your heart forward. As you exhale, bow down over your thighs. Take an inhale breath, halfway lift, and simultaneously stretch your left toes to the back of the mat, coming into a standing L position. When you breathe out, bend your right knee, left toes root to the back of the mat, sink your left knee to the earth. Take the inhale breath to float your arms to the sky, coming into Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, circle your fingertips around to the base of your spine, interlace them there, seeing if maybe the heels of the hands can squeeze. Hug your shoulder blades together and down your back. Slide your heart toward the sky and then start to let your hips sink toward the earth, keeping a little lift into your low belly. Take one more inhale breath. One more exhale breath. Inhale back out of the lunge a little bit, keeping the fingers interlaced. As you exhale, flex your right toes, slide your hips back in space, and reach forward through your heart as you bow down into half splits. So your right leg is drawing towards straight, belly button is squeezing towards your spine. Take another inhalation, elongate your spine more. As you exhale, step forward into your right foot. Lift your back knee off the ground, still keeping the interlace of the fingers. Take an inhale breath, coming into a high lunge and maybe leaning slightly back, keeping energy in the low belly. As you exhale, release your grip. Circle your fingertips forward and wide on your mat, maybe to blocks. Press straight down into your right foot. Glide your left leg all the way up into standing splits, but with stacked hips. So just opening up the left hip on top of the right one. Driving your nose towards your shin, maybe even bending into the left knee, making some circles here. Just a little moment to play with some intuitive movement. Taking another breath in. And as you breathe out, just stepping down into a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Breathe in, bend your knees, sink your hips. Stretch your fingertips to the sky, coming into chair. As you breathe out, sit a little bit lower. Now energize into your core and lengthen your heart more as you breathe in. As you breathe out, bow, forward fold. Fingertips to the earth. Inhale, root into your left big toe. Drive your right leg long and back behind you as you reach forward through the crown of your head. When you breathe out, left knee bends deeply, right toes softly land to the back of your mat, and right knee sinks to the earth. Inhale, arms float to the sky. As you exhale, interlace your fingers at the base of your spine, hugging upper arm bones toward one another and back and down. Now start to sink your pelvis down and forward. Try to pull your left heel and your right knee toward one another. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale back out of the lunge a little. As you exhale, hips arc back, flexing the left toes so that they're like drawn toward your shin. Start to stick your butt back as you reach your heart forward, feeling the curl through the middle part of your spine. Left leg is straight-ish. Breath is combing along the back of your leg. Take a breath in and a breath out. Step forward into the left foot, knee over the ankle. With the in-breath, press down, lift your back knee off the ground. Firm your right thigh, cinch through your waist, and then just stretch your heart forward, maybe a little bit up, leaning back. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, circle your fingertips to the top of the mat, place them down. Root into your left leg, glide your right one all the way up into standing splits. Feeling free to stack the hip. Just let this be playful. Open things up. Maybe bending the knee, making some circles. One more breath. And then step the right foot down beside the left and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Breathe in, chair. Bend your knees, sink your hips back. Float your fingertips to the sky. Breathe out, forward fold. Fingertips to the earth. Inhale, standing L. Left leg gliding back, crown of head forward. Exhale, right knee bends, left foot steps to the back of your mat. Sink your knee. Inhale, float the arms to the sky. Exhale, interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. Breathe in, sit the hips forward, puff the heart to the sky. Breathe out, sink a little deeper. Inhale, glide your pelvis a little bit back. As you exhale, flex your right toes, bow forward into half splits. Staying here, one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, step forward, lift your back knee, and come into a high lunge, keeping the interlace of the fingers. As you exhale, release your grip. Place fingertips forward on your mat. Lift your left leg high and open up your hips. Standing splits. Breathing in. Taking the exhale breath to step back into a fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, chair. Knees bend, hips sink, arms rise. Exhale, folding forward. Fingertips down. Inhale, standing L, right leg back, crown of head forward. Exhale, left knee bends, right toes reach to the back of your mat, sink your knee. With the inhalation, float the arms to the sky. With the exhalation, interlace your fingers at the base of your spine, and then inhale just to puff your heart forward. Exhale, sinking in a little deeper to that lunge. One more inhale, breath back off a little. And then exhale, hips back, heart forward. Left toes brightly flexed, bowing in. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, step into your left foot. Back knee lifts off the ground. Heart floats toward the sky. As you exhale, release the fingertips forward and wide on your mat. Press into your left foot. Right leg glides all the way up and back, opening up the hips. One more inhale. Exhale, right foot steps down beside the left, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, bow. Crawl your feet a little wider. Heels in, toes out. Breathe in to prepare. When you breathe out, bend your knees and sink your hips all the way down into Malasana. Maybe finding palms into prayer at heart center, or keep fingertips down for support. Softening the eyes. Melting through the creases of the hips. Staying connected to the moment with every breath. One more inhale. And exhale, sinking your sit bones all the way down to the earth. Walk your feet a little bit forward. Breathe in, just reach your arms all the way up to the sky. As you breathe out, roll to lying on your back. Nice, slow, steady release, one vertebra at a time. Let the back of your head land, and then hug your knees in toward your chest, taking a moment or two just to massage the low back space. When you're ready, curl into a tight squeeze. Forearms wrapping around your shins. Compress your thighs to your belly and take an inhalation. Exhale, opening into shavasana. Arms and legs wide. Let your body rest here. As you land, notice anywhere that you are resisting the force of gravity. Any parts of your body that are tense or stuck or held. Just encourage these spaces to soften little by little. It can be a process. It usually is a process. And then just see how present you can stay with this softening as we rest for the next minute or so. Begin to bring awareness back into all parts of your body, feeling the gentle hum of circulation, of energy, and start breathing into the aliveness that you can feel from the inside out. Gently waking your body back up with some little movements, whatever feels good. And then taking an inhale to stretch, arms long and back, toes forward. Taking an exhale to roll to your side for fetal pose. Tuck your knees in and rest your head down. Press into the earth and find your way up to a comfortable seated position. Closing the practice where we began, in Sukhasana or kneeling, whatever you like. Root down and then also lengthen up, finding such a tall spine, softening your shoulders. Now examine your physical space and notice what has shifted or opened up or awakened in this practice today. Maybe you can observe a stillness in your mental space as well, a calming of any emotional intensity. Just look around and see what's going on. And then draw your palms into prayer at heart center. And for one final moment here, consider, what would you like your relationship with this moment to be? See if you can hold this question with you as you move into the rest of your day and even your week ahead. Begin to lift your heart in the direction of your thumbs and bow your chin down toward your chest. Namaste.
Thank you so much, as always, for sharing your practice with me today. I hope that this felt good in your body. If you have any thoughts or questions, leave them for me in the comments below. I love hearing from you. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, you can do that below as well, or you can join as a monthly donation member. All of this really helps to support me. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Have a great rest of your day and your week. I'll see you soon in the next class. Bye.